You're having a destination wedding and you're not sure what deposits are required, but people are asking you for money. In this video, I'm going to give you some ideas on what the deposits are required for your destination wedding. Hi, I'm Jack with Vacationese, and do me a favor, subscribe to the video. I post new videos every Tuesday. So, deposits. It's really a hot topic because there are many people that get involved in planning a destination wedding and have no idea what the requirements are going to be asked for up front. So let me give you the idea of some of the deposits you're going to have. The first deposit you're going to have is a deposit to the resort, the wedding department at the resort, to hold your wedding date. So when we work with clients, we usually talk about holding a wedding date at a specific time, at a specific resort, at a specific location at the resort. And those four things are very important. Now, most resorts, once we get all that taken care of, will send some paperwork either to us or to you, the bride and the groom. And they're going to ask you to complete some information. One of the things they're going to ask you to do is provide a deposit to hold the resort. Now, we've seen deposits approximately $100 to $200. We've seen the deposits of $1,000. What I will tell you is a legal wedding or a Catholic wedding will typically have a more expensive deposit because there are more things that the resort has to organize. So as a resort, we've seen with Charisma Resorts a $250 deposit. With Palace Resorts, $250 and then another $500 deposit. With AM Resorts, I saw $1,000 for a legal wedding. So again, those deposits will be required by the resort to hold your wedding ceremony and event contract. Now the next deposit required will be for your rooms. Now, as you've seen in my other videos, I strongly suggest to all of our clients, and even if you're not a client, to hold a block of rooms. Don't do a flex group, don't let people book individually, hold a block of rooms. Now when you do hold the block of rooms, the deposits require vary slightly, but let's say you're under, say, 40 rooms. What we are typically seeing is the resorts want $100 per room you are holding. So if you're going to hold 35 rooms, the resorts are going to want to see a $3,500 deposit. Now don't get worried, you're not losing that money. The bottom line is that money you give the resort will guarantee the rate and the rooms for up to 1.5 years or 2 years until you check in. So if you have someone that wants to come to your wedding today, the price is going to be the price. If they want to come a month before and you still have rooms, it's the same price, even though at that point the resort may have been sold out or the price is higher on the resort's website. The key is that money will hold everything for your contract. Now, the variables on that. If you are a larger group, we do a lot of larger weddings. We do South Asian, Indian, Nigerian weddings. We just had a wedding which was 120 rooms. In those cases, some of the resorts may vary their policy. As an example, we recently had a contract come to us from a resort that they wanted 10% of the expected revenue from the group. Well, the expected revenue was over $200,000, and they wanted $20,000 up front. Had it been $100, it would have only been $10,000 deposit. Still a lot of money, but a whole lot less than $20,000. In those cases, we do attempt to negotiate with the resorts on your behalf. Sometimes they'll agree, sometimes they won't. It just depends if they need your group or if they don't, if they already have groups in-house. Now, the opposite is true with smaller groups. What we've seen recently is AM Resorts, which is Dreams, Now, Secrets, Breathless, and Zoetry. If we have a group under 39 rooms, they currently have a promotion in May of 2020, I've seen this, 21, I'm sorry, that you only have to put up $500 or $1,000 deposit to hold up to 39 rooms. That's amazing. It's a great option. So the key is, again, with this, you're putting that money up, you will get it back. You do not lose that money. So the question I always get is, hey Jack, what if I hold 30 rooms, but I only need 20? Well, as long as we return those rooms to the resort by the date in the contract, which is defined as the attrition or reduction date, you will get the money back. And actually the reality is all the money you put up for your deposit for the rooms, you will get back because as your guests book their own rooms within your room block, you can get your money back because they're going to put up a deposit as well. So think of this. Your deposit is basically holding the space, but at some point you will get the money back. Now, the last deposit you will be required is as you make your wedding custom and you hire DJs and you have the resort put fancy tablecloths and you change your menus, you have a churro cart, all the cool stuff you're going to do to customize your wedding, at some point when you finalize what you're doing, the resort is going to ask for, the wedding designer at the resort, whoever you're dealing with at the resort will ask for a deposit for that. We're seeing those deposits of 25 to 50% of your total bill. So if you're spending $5,000, they may ask you for $2,500. The balance of that we typically see is due between 30 to 60 days before arrival. So those are the deposits that we typically see. The last deposit, again, as I mentioned, is your guests attending your wedding will work with us or your travel professional to arrange their travel, and there will be deposits required for that as well. Those deposits could be $100 to $150, or if we're booking their flights, it could be more because the airlines may want full ticketing of the price of the ticket right up front. So hopefully this information has been helpful so you have a better sense of what money you're going to come up out of pocket when you're planning your destination wedding. If there's anything else, leave a comment. Again, feel free to subscribe. We post new videos every Tuesday, and hopefully this information has been helpful. Thanks.